Hello and welcome to another episode of D-Dubs Plays, and today I'm thrilled to begin by announcing that my little channel has reached 100 subscribers, which is fantastic. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's supported me on my journey so far. You're an amazing community and I'm so grateful to all of you for helping me reach this milestone. If you're new here and you enjoy the video, then hit the like and subscribe buttons and join me as we head towards the next milestone. And if you'd like to say hi, jump into the comment section. I reply to every comment and I'd love to meet you. Now without further ado, let's get started. So the plan for today is to work on the details and the decorating. We're going to start off by decorating and detailing around the airport here. We should have plenty of time to put in a little observatory or something on the hillside just up here, and then we'll see how we go. We may do a nature reserve over on this little island as well, but as I said, we're going to start off over here by the airport. Now the first thing I want to do is work on this empty space here. I think it needs a building or two in here, so I'm just going to sort out the landscape quickly and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've just flattened this out a bit. I tweaked the highway here slightly as well, just to make sure they were nice and even. And now I think we're ready to put some buildings in. I think first of all we'll add a little bit of road. I think I want to put the road with the grass verge in. I think I want to come out by about 13 and then we'll come down to about there. So I've been looking at the buildings that we've already got here, and I think there's a couple of buildings that I want to put in here. The first one that I want to put in is this one, and I think that's going to go just about there. And the other one that I want to put in is the science centre. And I think we'll go about there with that one. Yeah, I think they fill out the space nicely and I like the aesthetic here. I think these buildings all work quite nicely together. They've all got quite a nice modern architectural style and yeah, I like it. Now the next thing that I need to do is deal with this. So I want to fill this area out with the Edison hyperchargers to create a car park for the airport. But as you can see, we've got not enough workers popping up here. And that's because our unemployment is at 3%. We need more people in the city. Now I'm not ready to build a new district yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up some temporary high density housing just along here. We're going to run some power to it. I've already put some water in. Okay, now these houses are not going to be staying here. They're just a temporary solution to boost the population whilst we're working on the airport area. But for now, this temporary solution should give us the population we need to make sure that these buildings don't abandon. And whilst we're looking at these buildings, we need to get rid of these. And hopefully get some Edison hyperchargers spawning in their place. And now to start working on the decorating. We're going to start directly opposite the airport terminal. I think this is pretty much the centerpiece of this area. So let's start with popping in a few footpaths. We'll turn all of our snapping off and we'll just draw a path in from here. And we'll do one up the back here as well. There we go. I think I want to upgrade the roads around here as well. Let's make all of them the road with the grass verge. And I think the tree-lined avenue looks nice as well. Let's extend that along here as well. And maybe go up to there. Now I think we're going to put some hedges along the side of the road here. I think I'm going to pop a couple of the live oaks over here as well. We've got the live oaks on the hotel tree palette there. And then with this plaza palette we've got some of the base game trees. I'm going to put some of the larger ones in to match those. Go around like that. And I'm just doing this to try and blend the palettes into each other so that they look like they're all part of the same area. We've got a few of the horse chestnuts just over there as well, so I think they'd not look out of place in this area either. So we'll just pop a couple of those in, and then maybe a couple there and there. Yeah, I think that works. And then maybe finish with a few more bushes next to the path here. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think over here we're going to add a path just about here. Oh, that's perfect, yep. Another one over here, I think. Now in front of the aviation museum here, we don't want to put anything too tall because we don't want to spoil this nice view of the planes as you come off of the highway. So I'm going to stick with doing some bushes along here. I think a couple more of the horse chestnuts will go quite well here. And then maybe just a few of these small ones from the base game trees, just to fill the area out a little bit without blocking the view to the plains. Yeah, I think that looks good. Now I'm going to move over to this side of the road and I'm going to pause the game and remove that fencing. And the reason that I've paused the game is that, as you can see, the zoning squares have moved. That fence was removing the zoning along the 4-lane road there, but as soon as we removed that fence, that zoning came back again. So we're just going to pop in a new fence, and we're going to pop in, let's take these off. Going to pop it in just behind here. I think we'll probably have to go from I think that should be fine. We'll go from there, we'll go right the way to the end here, bring it into there and do the same on this side. There we go, now the zoning is back in the right place and we've got a nice fence that goes all the way around what is going to be the car park there. I've got some very strange dimensional tearing in the water there. There we go, it's fixed itself. I feel like we need something quite large to fill this space, and I think this will do the job nicely. So I'll pop that in there. And then maybe just fill it out with a few more rocks around the edges. A couple of the really small ones as well. And now we'll add some long grass around the area as well. Give it a little bit of greenery. go. A little bit of the lantana. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I have no idea how it should be pronounced. Then we'll put in some of the rhododendron as well, just to give it a little bit of colour. Yeah, I'd love it if we had a few different flower choices on console. Unfortunately, we are just limited to the rhododendron. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could put a few splashes of different colours in there. That said, I think that looks quite nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll fill it out with some more trees now. Start with the big ones. And just gonna go through those quickly again. Yeah, then we'll do some more of the horse chestnut. Just basically going to continue the same tree palette that I've used pretty much everywhere else as well. What am I going to do over here though? This is a good question. Okay, well first off I'm going to redraw the airport fencing and going to keep it nice and level with the buildings there. Go to about there. And then I think we can perhaps change direction and meet up with that there. Although that is actually going to move. In fact, I'm going to move that now. I'm going to... Yeah, I've got distracted. Okay, so I got a little bit distracted putting fences in there. But now that they're in place, I want to make sure that I don't have any trees in this space here that are too tall. I'm already a little bit about the height of that building there. I think it's far enough away from the end of the runway to get away with it, and I like the aesthetic of it with the other buildings there. But yeah, it's a little bit tall to be right in the flight path there. But we're gonna pretend that we haven't noticed that. We're gonna ignore it, and we're gonna put in some nice low shrubs there. Some more of the long grass, I think, and lantana, and you know how we do. We just scatter it around a little bit, try and make it look a little bit overgrown. I might actually use some of the ground cover. I don't use this very often because it doesn't overlap well on console, which is a bit of a shame. But let's see what we can do. I think that works. Let's see if we can get some more of the long grass and the lantana in between it as well. Okay, I think that looks okay. I think we can start putting some trees in over this way. A little splash of colour here and there as well. And then a few of the base game trees, again just to add a little bit of variety in the colour. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. Get a couple more in over here as well. I feel like this should be a bit more manicured over on this side, so I think we're going to go back to the small bushes. Yeah, I think that looks good, and we'll do something similar over this side. These need to move. This is too close to the rail, I think, so we're going to just move these along a little bit. So we'll put that one about there, and that one about there, I think. And I think I'm just going to go from this bit here. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. And then maybe a few more of the rhododendron to decorate as well. Just like that. And maybe a rock. Smaller one. That one maybe. Yeah, that works. And then we'll roughly mirror that over here. Yeah, I think that works. Next up, let's look at the turbine. Okay, there we go. I think the interchange is looking awesome sauce now. Those nice pink trees really make it stand out and give it that centerpiece feel that I was looking for. I'm going to pop in some more fence over on this side. Bring that all the way down to about there, I think. Maybe pop in a couple more of the little bushes at the end there. Yeah, that looks good. And then I think we want some trees in this area here. Probably put some around the back as well. What trees have we got there? Is that those? Yeah, we got these on the back here, so we'll pop a few more of these in around this area. Again, looking at the trees that are already on the assets that you're decorating around really helps to make sure that you're blending it in and making it feel cohesive. Pop a couple of the live oaks in over towards this side. Again, we want to be mindful of making sure we're not blocking the view of the plains from the highway here, so nothing too big too close to the road here. Can have some smaller trees around here maybe. Then a couple of patches of the long grass, I think. Some of the lantana. And then a couple of rhododendron to add a little splash of colour here and there. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good so far. Okay, after spending far too long playing Whack-A-Mole, I finally got all of these as Edison hyperchargers, so we've got a nice car park next to the airport now as well. I'm going to pop some of these trees around the metro station here, just to give it a little bit of a sense of importance, make it stand out a little bit from everything else. And then we'll fill out, what trees have we got on here? Yeah, we'll fill it out with some birch. Not birch, horse chestnut. Add a little splash of colour in here as well. A couple of these for some variety in the colour. I think some of the smaller ones as well. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think a nice big live oak there. Another big one on that side. Yeah, that looks good. We want something small for the front here, so I think we'll use flowers. Flowers would be nice. Let's go for a little row of flowers right in front. And then I think we'll continue to line this road with the small hedges. Go for some of these small trees here as well. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I think we're just going to fill this space in with some trees. And we'll fill this space on this side in as well. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this space in front of the airport now. I think the interchange stands out nicely. I think the decorating in front of the airport is looking quite nice. Definitely making progress. I think along here we're just going to have a nice row of trees quite evenly spaced. Yeah, I think that looks good. Maybe just some occasional flowers along this side of the road. Going to fix up these fences. Yeah, that looks good. I think we'll run flowers just in front of the airport terminal here. Then we'll just dot a few of the smaller trees around on that side of the rail. And then we'll get some of the bigger ones over on this side. Okay, so we've got this area nicely filled out with trees now. I think I might come back and put in a few rock details and things at a later point, but I'm actually running a little bit short on time for recording now, so for the time being I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Great thing about this game is that you can always come back and change things if you want to, so yeah, we may well do that, but for now let's move on. Okay, so next up we want to fill out the back bit here. Now I'm actually a little bit short on time for recording now, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. I'm just going to throw in a few rocks around the cliffside there and throw a few trees on top, and yeah, just try and get it looking passable. Let's put something like that in there. Okay, I think the cliffside's looking good now. I'll fill out some trees up on the back here. I think we'll do a nice little line of trees along this bit. It's alright, we can have one missing there. Okay, we've just used the same tree palette that we normally use and just filled it out nice and quick and easy. Just put a line of the horse chestnuts along the road there. The rock is slightly in the way there, so I had to miss a tree out, but I think it looks fine. But yeah, that's a fairly quick and easy detailing. Okay, so we're going to do the observatory build over here now. Now, I've already done a practice build, so the landscaping has already been tweaked a little bit. But we're going to start just over here, and oddly the grid is still there from when I put the roads in earlier. That's strange. Yeah, we're going to draw a piece of road just about here. That's really weird. And then we're going to pop the observatory in right there. Excellent. Now the observatory is going to need some power, so we'll pop in a wind turbine just behind it here, I think. About there should be good. but it is sitting here all alone, and I think it needs some other buildings to keep it company, so we're going to pop another piece of road in just up here. We'll extend this road first, extend that to about there, and then we're just going to bring a piece of road off from just there, and then we're going to go into the emergency services and the disaster services, and we're going to take the deep space radar and pop that in just about there, I think. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think we'll move it over slightly. I think we'll pop it just there. Yeah, that'll do. And yeah, I thought that would be a good substitute for a radio telescope. So we've got an optical telescope and a radio telescope. But I think the scientists who work up here also need office building to work in. So we're going to put something just down here as well. And I think if we do a road about there, and then I want to go into these buildings here, and I'm going to choose that building there. I think that makes a nice little office building for the scientists to work in. Perfect. And I think I'm going to move that one over ever so slightly as well. Yeah, I think that's good. So now we just need to link up all the roads. So that one can link up there. And this one we're going to just put a straight piece in there. Going to get rid of that. And then we're going to go off of here down to about there, and then around, and we'll just get rid of that piece there. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Now we need to bring this road down to meet this one, so let's start down here. We'll come off here and just bring it down so that it's approximately level. That looks good. We'll upgrade that to a tarmac road in a minute, and then we're going to go with the curved road up to about there. That looks good. Then we'll come around here. Around there. Right, we're going to turn the snapping guidelines off for that. Get rid of that. And yeah, we're on curved. We're going to go from around about there to there, and then we'll put the snapping guidelines back on again, and we'll go to there. Excellent. So yeah, now we've got a nice little winding road that goes up the mountainside. We've got a nice little office block for scientists to work in. We've got the observatory, and we've got a radio telescope. Now we just need to put some decorations on the hillside and make it look pretty. I think I'm going to start actually with a nice big rock. How's that look? Yeah, let's put that on there like that. That looks quite cool. And then we'll do some large rocks just scattered about here and there. That looks good. What else do we want? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think they look good. And then we want some of the... Oh. Some of these decorating the hillside here. Let's go with that. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think we want maybe a couple of boulders dotted around the place as well. Let's upgrade that road first. Then we'll do some of the little tiny rocks around the place as well. I think that looks good. Right, and then I think we just need to add in a few trees here and there. Okay, and then I'm just going to touch up the landscaping just a little bit where I can, just to try and soften some of these edges out a little bit. Okay guys, I really apologise if this video quality is not great towards the end here. For some reason my Xbox does not want to maintain a stable connection with my laptop, so yeah, it keeps disconnecting, and I've got a feeling that the video might be a little bit jittery towards the end here. Do apologise if that's the case, but yeah, I think we're pretty much done. We managed to get the Turbine interchange nicely decorated, and I think it really stands out and becomes quite a centerpiece there. We've got a nice little area in front of the airport here now as well, with lots of nice buildings that I think fit quite nicely. Just filled out lots of trees and things around this area, and then up on the hillside here we've got this nice observatory area. Nothing too extravagant, we've kept it simple, but I think it works quite nicely, and yeah, I'm happy with the way that it's turned out. Okay, so this week we're up at this end of the city for our recommended creator, and this week's recommended creator is Valley Lad Gaming. Now Valley is currently working on a sustainable city concept, so he's using just the green cities buildings, and yeah, I think it's a really interesting idea and it's looking really good so far. He streams every Sunday, and the streams are loads of fun, so if you do go check him out, try and catch one of his streams, well worth dropping in. We're going to name this district here Garland Heights, and there we go, we've named this district Valley Park for Valley Lad Gaming. As usual, I will link his channel in the description, do go and check him out, and as I say, if you can catch one of his streams, always a good laugh, well worth coming to join us. Next week I'm going to be getting rid of this temporary housing over here, and I'm going to start laying out a new district in this area. And as the population climbs, we should be able to get the last couple of level ups on our forestry and agricultural areas, so we may well finish those off in the next episode as well. But I'm going to call it an episode here. I want to say thank you again to everyone who supported me so far. I'm so thrilled to have reached the 100 subscriber milestone, so yeah, really grateful to all of you for the support, the encouragement and the kind words in the comment sections, and I'm really looking forward to working towards that next milestone with all of you. And yeah, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, then please go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I will catch you in the next one.